All right, live after dusk. Hello, everyone. In case you didn't know, my name is Tommy. I play Throven. With me, I have Mike, who plays Pip.
Hey.
Matt, who plays Brass. Tim. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Tim that plays Makar.
Hello.
I'm just so excited. I'm just getting into this because we don't need. Before we even start, I'm sorry. Before we start, we promise we say this. We're now on Facebook. D&D 420 officially has a Facebook page.
Woo! Yeah.
To go along with our, at, D&D 420 emails that we have.
Okay, you can find our Facebook by searching D&D 420 Guild is what it is actually.
On D&D 420 Guild. Because D&D 420 is actually a guy named Stefan who could be associated with us. We may have to get to reach out and talk to him.
Cool guy.
Could be a cool guy. Could be. So shout out to Stefan, if he's out there. I don't know his name is Stefan or Stefan. I don't know which one it is.
Keep smoking, Stefan.
Keep smoking. Unless you don't smoke, unless D&D 420 means something totally different, then you're an idiot. Anyway, so I'm hoping it means what we think it means. Anyway, welcome everyone to After Dusk. In case you don't know, this is like us sitting around on the couch talking, getting more in depth, talking about characters. And boy, let me tell you something today. That dream sequence that Jim did, I don't know about you guys, but that was probably some of the best.
Yeah, that was insanely fun.
That's fun. I mean, like you said, we can only do it once, but let's go over this one more time, Mike. Let's just go over and tell us what happened.
Okay, so well, first off, earlier in the night, Pip was awoken by Throven pickpocketing him, and then the entire crew kind of got into it, pulling people off of people, kind of a little bit of a. So we got that resolved, and we all laid back down with Makar standing watch instead of Throven because he's untrustworthy. So, anyways. Nassau just sets up, stands up with kind of a blank look, draws his sword, creeps up on Throven, and lets him have it right across the face. A whopping 44 damage, almost coup de grace kind of move.
Almost.
Even used the shocking grasp.
Yeah, shocking grasp into it. Yeah, I forgot about that, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh yeah, he used it. Yeah.
I did like how Throven, as soon as that happened, Throven gets up and tumbles out, kind of tumbles.
Well,
yeah. Get a better position. Nothing.
Well, I was trying to tumble away because there's no way I
yeah, he fucked.
Yeah.
But when Brad sees the shade, instantly rage, gets on Nassau. I ended up hitting him a lot of damage on him.
What 46 maybe? I mean,
it was 40 something. Yeah, I got my
it was
and my bite.
Yeah. It was some insane damage, but he ignored you and came after Throven again. And,
I cast a true strike, and I think that was his blade of blood maybe too on there, just to fucking finish you.
Yeah, he's doing that power attack.
It was a finishing blow.
Yeah. But then he said, just as he's about to, strike, he realizes I'm his friend. Throven was his friend. Someone that healed you, and then he sits up. Like it's just a dream sequence, and Makar is just stoking the fire like it was before. And let me tell you something, man. That dream sequence elicited I don't know how many emotions that was going on. The saying like, I guess I gotta make a new character. I don't know what's fucking going on. I guess we're really going evil. This is the end of the game. This is it.
Makar was just sitting there thinking, fuck, the only one left to travel with is the crazy guy.
Well, I think we all knew, or at least thought that this may have been driven by the sword because he's been acting squirrely here recently with the sword. And the battle before that, when we fought the Dark Elves, he actually healed. So because when Throven went to heal Nass, Jim had mentioned that he didn't look as bad as he did, as bad as he should have.
Yeah, I
some of
think
his
you
dreams
guys were looking into that really more than Vrass wasn't really paying attention to that. But I think Throven says something.
He did talk about it. He did say like the sword is talking to him or whatever else.
Oh yeah, I remember.
He did come out
and the sword is telling him that he's the strongest.
he's the strongest and has to kill Throven. Which again, that makes Throven's happy because that means I'm the second strongest and not Brass. He wants to kill me first. So But then of course I use the same line that Pip has been instilling us that because he was unsure about it. He didn't want to touch the sword, and I said, fear of death is a sin of arrogance. You can pick up your sword and try to fight. I'll be ready next time. I'll be ready if you're gonna fight. But
see, that's the thing though.
Just fucking chaotic. Yeah.
Throven doesn't know that fight went down.
Oh yeah. I said I'll be
other than him saying after we all woke up, him saying, "Yeah, the sword wants me to kill you,"
Yeah. So you just take it lighthearted, like I don't really care. Sword's telling me to kill you, like yeah. Go ahead and.
Oh yeah, you totally take that lighthearted.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead. The fear of death is a sin of arrogance. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But again, on the other side is like, he did tell the name of it. I forget the name of his sword, and we did, doing religion, knowledges. We didn't know what the fuck that was. It's still when I went and prayed over the sword, the figure 8 showed fire, so it's still chaotic. It still has something to do with Nilaram, so that's why I pretty much told him to just use it. And it's chaos, and it's fine with me because he's lawful. No big chaos in his life is okay.
No, I mean I like that. Fucking Thurman is just really faithful. I mean he just he's a lot of faith in that Nilaram and the 7 will protect him from Nassau just fucking killing him.
Well, the truth is that if I die, you guys all die. So I don't know what you guys.
I mean, without the healer, it is bad.
I don't know what you guys think, and I don't know. Like,
I mean, Throver's been fucking part of Vrass's life. It would have to be, especially when you guys killed him. It would play out just like that dream, us killing each other.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it would play out like.
But emotions did run high because I
was really thinking that shit was going down, man. Like I'm having
oh shit. Like Pip tussled with Throven a little bit before, and I was hoping it didn't come to death throes, but this was like, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, for us, even when I fight, I just use subdue. I don't use like lethal damage. So I'm hitting to knock you out, I'm not hitting to kill you. So even when it's hitting, and it's like it's going back to more grave gap. When they're fighting. There's never anything really lethal per se.
Yeah, but you guys are the only ones that do that. I don't pull.
Yeah, you don't pull.
Nassau
we do.
Doesn't either.
That's why I haven't got involved in your little party squabbles.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time. I think this is the first time there was actually like a throwdown, other than it being Throven and Vrass, because they fight all the time, and it's just you have to accept this fact in your life. It's just the way it is. We all tried to quash that way before we ever left Welcome and R. So this is just. But Nassau's avoided doing the honorable combat kind of thing, and now thinking about it, sit back reflecting on it. It may have been because he wouldn't be able to control that. He wouldn't be able to. Maybe he was afraid that he wouldn't be able to pull punches.
Maybe.
Because if he's being driven if the sword's driving him that hard and weighing that much on his mind, he probably doesn't want to get in a fight with you because he's going to lop your head off.
Well, we'll see. That's something interesting. Take a look at it. Yeah. You talk about. You take it. Throven's not really taking it serious. The sword's telling you to kill us. Of course, because pretty important. But it's still what's going on. I don't know. Again, it could be one of those, since the sword is still part of Nilaram, still shows Savinkov. Maybe it's a test for him.
Maybe. Well, it was a test he would have passed because he swung that killing blow at you. Or
But
he
may-
failed. I don't
But
know.
maybe that
See?
test is not to kill your companions, is not to give in, is to control the sword.
Yeah, that's why I was
Yeah.
saying, okay, was the test, are you willing to go? Because
Yeah.
you could look at a test like that. It could be, and this is with theology, not to get too deep into it.
Sure.
You can look at both sides. Would the test have been to, are you going to go far enough and kill who you need to kill, regardless of who it is, knowing that if you kill him, you're not going to get any more healing while you're out here? I mean, was that the test in which you would have passed, or was the test of can you resist this temptation? Can you resist my compelling you to do something, kind of thing, in which he would have failed?
Resist, because listen, if he says kill, Throven, who's clearly, of course, is the healer, then that means it's almost like the ring in Lord of the Rings. I'm a smart sword. I want to get away from you. I don't like you. If you kill the healer and kill your party, then I die, and then I can go about my merry way, and someone else pick me up that maybe be able to control me. Look at it that way, So I don't know. Like the sword wants to be free. Obviously, it's an intelligent sword, so it doesn't want to be controlled. So
I did like how he stopped because you were his friend, and that meant something. That meant something to Nassau.
Yeah, it meant something to Nassau. Yeah, it meant something. So yeah, the healer, he healed you, he's his friend, and then he pops out. So yeah, I mean, but if you look look, you're in the Water Dark. You're the strongest person. You kill everyone, and you're the only person left. You're gonna die because you can't survive out here by yourself. Clearly, he knows that. Any rational person would know that. But now, the sword is telling you to do that. So I think the sword wants to escape and get away. The next person will pick it up.
I'm curious to see if Nassau does throw away the sword, or what he does, or what he plans to do. I mean, can't wait to see what happens with that.
I think it was a test from Cybenkov to see if he'd go as far as he needs to. Would he go that far? So I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. I do like Tommie's theory of just of the weapon being intelligent enough. It just wants to be alone.
It just wants to. The intelligent sword does not want to be controlled. No, that's just.
Yeah. I think the intelligent sword wants to see how far he can control Nassau.
Yeah, well, there we go. Yeah.
See how much blood he can get. Yeah.
But if he controls and kills the party, obviously Nassau goes out in the woods. He won't be able to sustain himself. And then the sword, if he died, then the sword can be free for someone else to be picked up. Someone else to pick him up.
It depends on Nassau's a wilder darky kind of guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we have seen Nassau been in plenty of fights without Ras being there or whatever else. And he's pretty squishy. So I don't. That's.
Fuck yeah.
So I want to talk about now. We're gonna have to rewind a little bit. Pip was able to use a little bit of backstory. When we were visiting, I happened to acquire a scarab that had magical properties.
You sort of what you call it, you sort of I know about for everyone else, he sort of
you cut off a copper vein.
So you copper.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Snaggle copper vein.
Yeah, Snaggle copper vein. Let's go back. Yeah, Snaggle copper vein. You obtained that scarab, right?
Yes. I got that scarab when we visited Snaggle copper vein, and have been using it, and playing with it and trying to keep having to show it when I turned the creature. What was did Jim whisper you, or what was Throven's driven reason to how did he come in?
Jim just said he saw it, and that he just said that right there. I don't know if you heard him.
I remember him saying
he did. He did point out that you have to brandish the holy or the item when you're
yeah when you turn it. But I'm saying Jim just flat out said that when I saw it, I fell in love.
Yeah, the Throven.
Okay.
Like sticks.
Well, you picked right up on it.
Not as love. Not as.
Yeah, I forget exactly what you said about it.
Not as much love, but almost as much as you love sticks. So. Now Jim did send me, because I sort of we had that battle, and I sort of did forget. He did send me a whisper, says, "Hey, remember about the scarab?" And go, "Oh yeah," and that's when I started to back up again. Yeah. But yeah, the whole love
I
thing.
expect to be bugged by that a lot.
The only thing I could think of, the only thing I equated to was the ring and Lord of the Rings, Precious and whatever else and what it did.
Yeah,
So that's the only thing
way
he can channel.
Trying to portray it as well.
Yeah. So of course I'm gonna try to go through your pockets.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I've been waiting for it, man. Prepping.
Yeah.
Enjoyable to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll go in and out and play it. Like you put it away as outside. You know, we already got into a fight. You know, it's almost to the point that you realize that you're willing to do almost anything to retain it. So I mean, it's something now. There's a little bit more planning. Like you know, whenever he goes down, the pockets first, and then healing. Like, oh, I know where the scarab's at. Or, you know, it's gonna be like
Wait till the next time you pass out in a pudding.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh man.
You're gonna wake up with Proven's hands down your shorts.
It sucks when you can't trust your companions.
You know, I checked the present wallet first. I mean, you can put it in present wallet.
I forgot about that.
I'm going straight there. I don't have any pockets. So yeah. Oh yeah, you think about that stuff, and you think about, you know, of now getting stronger. Because you did say, you know, I think Pip said something to Throne that it was either as a gift from Solomonkov, I feel like I wasn't worthy enough to handle it, or you made it sound like, you know, it was your burden because of what the hold it had over you, you know, stuff like that, which I.
Again, that it's fun to play, man. I mean, that because it was all bullshit, but yeah,
I know it's all bullshit, but when you said that, if you didn't say it's Solomonkov, said that, you know, like I needed to test myself. I needed to test myself. You know.
In all honesty, it helps, and I don't know if this was planned by Jim, but it helps kind of tie me to the god as well, because it kind of almost cements that prophecy thing, you know, bigger than life shit that we're really getting into, and that's how Pip's seen it. Like this is. Like, man, we're out of Volkmanar. I'm a gnome, always like servant class, and we're out here. And not only have we been to the elemental plane of fire, but nothing can stand in our way. And you know, we got the flowers from the tree. Mm-hmm. Our visit had been foretold. This is all, you know. We had the relic from Solomonkov to even let us survive there, and as soon as we got back, they took it back. Was like it's all been a prophetic journey, you know, for Pip. You know, he's not a theologian. You know, I mean, he's not a religious kind of guy, and I really maybe need to look up a little bit more on how theology plays into a wizard kind of class, you know. So I guess you can just do it about however.
However you want to do it, bro. I mean, because there's wizards that use undead. There's wizards that do certain things. I would consider wizards can be religious. Why can they not?
Sure enough.
But I think what you were alluded to and what other people alluded to, and I think you were about to say it, but I stopped you in the recap. It's to the point that we fight against bugbears, Bahar, dark elves. I guess we're shouting dark dwarves here soon. But the whole session, we realized that we are our own worst enemy. Like we can definitely. I mean, that's where it gets dangerous.
We are what's dangerous in the wilderness.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, like I said, and, you know, Nassau and his demons of the Wilderdark. You know, I don't know. He wants to call with the Alpin tribe, and I was like, I don't know how much of a tribe we are, but I don't know what you're talking about. Definitely, as Makar found out, we'll fight each other for it.
And I'll sit back and wait to pick off the stragglers.
Yeah, and you just better hope one of the stragglers don't have a bunch of hit points like Brass, because that's gonna get rough for you. I can tell that right now.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I know that's
You and your poison.
your poison.
Your poison, damn it. Yeah, I did want to bring up something just real quick. Was
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, last After Dust, we talked. I remember you, Tommie, talking about how Thurman wasn't going to be making this shave, wasn't going to be using his cooking skill for making people and shit. You made some pretty good cheeks.
I know. It's just one of those things where it's like,
might as well eat it. It's
I mean,
me.
Nassau wants to do this, and I don't know why Nassau. I mean, Vras put. It's one of those things where Vras says something, Nassau says this, but the question is Nassau before our eyes turning chaotic, and we just don't know it yet. I mean, we know him to be lawful, but now we realize some of the stuff just doesn't make sense, like the whole thing of just eating,
Eating the fucking
what you
people
kill,
the people that we fell.
Yeah, like okay, that's fine, but really, And to tell you the truth, we could just feed it just to him, but no, he's kind of obsessed over it. So I don't know. If Witchcard didn't roll bluff, McCart didn't pass his bluff, he sure didn't eye you a lot. Like
he was just staring.
He watched.
Staring you down.
He fucking watched the whole time.
That's kind of terrifying, really.
Delicious.
It was pretty good.
And cheeks were delicious. Yeah, I mean,
Tip is kind of happy that he's taken this kind of odd turn, and in my mind, it's totally lawful that he would do this. I mean, he made the rule, so this is the new.
No, he didn't. He didn't make the rule. Vras suggested it, and
I said we should eat
endorsed it.
I said we should eat the Bahir. We ate the Bahir, and then Nassau wants to eat everything. And then Vras like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no matter how. I mean, come on. After the Bahir, after it was like gristly, and you guys have pains in your stomach. It's like, yeah, okay. So, but he still wants to do it. No.
That first time can be painful, but
we eat that shit. We prove to everyone that we'll fucking eat you after we're done.
Okay. Well, again, does it really matter what happens after we kill them? I mean, does it really matter? I mean,
it doesn't really matter because one, the dark elves that you ate don't even know about it. No dark elf knows about it besides me, and well, quite frankly, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, eventually those dead bodies will be found.
So your legend is not growing any.
Yeah,
you're just
because there's not been a survivor yet.
There's not been survivors. We haven't left too many survivors.
Yeah, see, we need to do that. Get one of them, tie them up, set them down, let them watch
them in front of them.
No, we don't.
Both of his arms in front of him.
Tommie, I think what we need to do is cook their brethren and feed it to him as we eat.
That's fucked up.
You're eating with us.
No, that's just twisted, man.
Yeah, I know exactly. That plays in. I bet you. Why not?
Well, yeah. I mean,
that's just twisted coming from
crazy.
From the chaotic gnome illusionist. Yeah, I guess evil.
It makes sense to eat the people you vanquish, not share it with the people who don't deserve it.
Well,
I mean, if we wanted to go those, we could,
that's almost even more twisted. I like that. Yeah.
With all of the party infighting, exactly. I mean, I hope Throven makes it, because God, who's going to want to eat anything anybody else cooked?
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Well, in the end, there's not been. That was the first really infighting instance that we had that became serious.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was. I mean, become physical. Besides myself and Vras, I mean, there was a couple of times back in the day when we first started when it was us and what was it? Brock, when we had to go in the fork in the road.
We argued a lot, man.
Yeah, we argue a lot, but physical.
And physical, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we argue.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, that's
arguing and a phantom killer are very far apart.
Yeah, well, like I say, this is like the first time that it's really that it has escalated to that, but it could escalate again. See, that's the powder keg.
With the influence of the sword, there's a good chance it could wind up happening for real at some point.
Maybe.
I'm sure it will, man.
Well, I mean, again, he has to be able to control the sword. I mean, He has to have a strong enough will, or maybe believe in Simonkov, or maybe he just has to turn, chaotic. Man.
Is that a decision somebody can just make?
No.
Like, okay, I think I'm going to.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at one point,
once you go through shit, I'm sure.
I mean, once he goes through shit, I'm guessing. I mean,
well, no, yeah.
I think
I was making more of a comedy point. Can I just?
Oh yeah, can I just man? Oh yeah, I'm what you call. No, what you call can do it.
Good.
Matt's character can do it. Yeah, Matt just switch up. Back in the day, I guess.
Yeah, put down my station, all my no more smoking, no more fucking drinking.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I was looking at it.
I think it's challenging. I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be. I mean, we all realize that he has to do it. If he says, he tell me, he kill whatever else. I mean, I realize like, yeah, whatever. You're joking. You're fucking with. That's fine. The sword is still, Simonkov is still controlling it. So you gotta go through this by yourself. I mean, it's a trial to go through. His most beloved thing is having this Alpine tribe, his family. So if that's his most beloved thing, it makes sense. The sword's trying to kill everyone in it. So he's the strongest one. But yet still, he's only as strong as the people around him, because we make him stronger.
True.
Yeah.
So that's something that he has to go through, being an intelligent person and trying to, of conquering the sword. But what can you do about it? You have to let it ride out. I mean, obviously, if he does do something, it's going to be at nighttime. We all know that. It's not going to be during like the daytime with everything going on. That'd be instant death. So the sword's smart enough when to take its points, and maybe since that dream sequence did happen, now he can sort of resist it. If the sword did tell him to kill.
That is what I'm thinking, that he'll be able to reflect on that, and have maybe a little bit of modifier to whatever role he's having to make.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he when he woke up from that dream, the big dream? Didn't he like take his sword next to him, like he took it off or something, and put it away from him? I thought.
Yeah, he didn't keep it right on him. He did something that I can't remember what though.
Yeah, he did have
a lot going through his mind.
But I think we all had to go through our trial. I mean, it's just something we have to do. I'm sure Tim's will come later on, but I mean, it's just we all sort of went through our whole trial. You went through yours. I would not be sedated when you went, with that stuff. Mine is with Sticks and Simonkov. You got Mike's and you got his, so we're all.
Yeah, mine's just put out with you fools.
I mean, for me, it makes sense being a sort of Simonkov and wisdom and will. I mean, if you're foolish enough to pick up a sword that's intelligent and let it control you, your death is going to be assured. If you can't control it yourself, you're not worthy to hold the sword if you cannot control it. It's almost like, oh wow, no one's here. What? It was almost, if we want to go back to, which is almost reminiscent of the sword that Bert had in the Drouse campaign. You remember that sword that you want to go back? Your character said he wanted to hold it. Remember that, Matt?
I'm trying.
You remember when Brock died and we had the sword and you said the sword is yours now, and we said you're not worthy enough to hold that sword because his God was placing that sword.
Oh yeah, with Val and Aragorn. Yeah,
it was intelligent. Well, yeah, it's an intelligent sword. But yeah, it's almost reminiscent of that one. It's almost a different take on that.
Oh yeah, right.
That it was more. The sword was good. He could pray to it and would answer stuff and whatever else. But this is just a different side of the coin of the sword. It's a sword that thinks chaotic. It wants to test you to see if you're worthy. It's just like other stuff that we've been through, that other tests. I do believe that, as far as chaos and how we rationale it out in chaos ways, like, it's a tough journey. It makes you harden. It makes you better. It makes you appreciate that you have these allies that heal you and you're around. And yeah, you're the strongest one, but again, you're only as strong as your weakest member.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is possibly when it comes to fighting me. It went until 8th and 9th, 10th level. But anyway, that's fine. We'll see here soon. But again, I mean, I would like to have another altercation where that was not a dream sequence and see what happens. Because, he was trying to grab me in the dark. I don't know why he was trying to grab me in the dark for. I don't know what persuaded him to try to grab me in the dark, but that's fine. When Nassau was trying to grab Throva in the dark.
Yeah, you start swinging on him, right?
Yeah, I started.
You punched me in the face.
Yeah, but he could. I guess he could have came and talked to me or something instead of grabbing me in the dark.
Well,
He
yeah,
just
that's
went-
Nassau.
And then, of course, he did blame me, even though that I would say Pip had a little bit to do with it as
Wait a minute.
well.
Pip is the innocent party in this.
Pip is no innocent party at all.
You know, we
I
did,
mean,
we did pretty good.
if Pip was innocent, he would came and told us right away about the thing instead of hiding it. He's like, thing. I wonder about no, but Pip hid it and held it, and my precious for like.
Okay.
I did like I loved when Pip woke up or some shit, and then when we woke up and Raspip just made a naked image of Rastix. Everyone's like, "You fuck!" And we
Yeah.
all
Oh
just
yes,
fucking
penance. Yes, penance will be made.
Yeah, see,
that's yeah.
that was tough right there because that should have been another fight. I was trying. I was like, man, I don't know what he's doing this for.
Rask got a whole new understanding for Throven. Like, yeah, now I understand.
No, I
Oh,
just, yeah.
it will get worse. It will
I'm
get
sure it
worse.
will, man. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get worse. I'm sure as we all grow and level, I'm pretty sure it gets worse. It's gonna get it. But I mean, the cool thing is through that fight that we had and what you did, it sort of said like, okay, I'm going to have to change my tactics and just add a couple of things just solely for Pip now. Because that's just like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking Rask is fucked when it comes to Raspip.
yes.
Might be able to take on that. So if I get the first hit on, I think I definitely can take him on.
I think that even if you don't get the first hit and you're full, but you have 90 hit points.
Yeah, if I'm full health and I get my raged hit points, I think max is like 101 for me right now.
Yeah, so he can actually do 244s, and I think I can't stand. I can do 1.5. I don't know how many hit points he has.
I was thinking probably like 60 or 70, just because he's spellcast variant.
Yeah, but he gets a D8 and he has con, same as myself. I think we have.
Con, yeah.
I think we have. Yeah, we both have. I think we all have 16s in con. I don't think that. Yeah, I think we have pretty much the same amount of hit points. Myself and Scott. And him.
One good thing for your next level, where you get an extra point of strength. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, I get extra point of wisdom, and Witchcott get extra point of intelligence. Well, I mean, 1 point to his DC class for Pip. So. Which is cool because I get one more.
Become dangerous.
Yeah, I get one more
Wait.
point and my wisdom, so my will goes up. So that's cool, man. I don't mind. Pip can keep up with it. Yeah. That's good. That does get dangerous after a while. Well, Pip, you're already dangerous because
I know it was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
24 DC on that Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah, because a Phantasmal Killer, if I get past, because I think I have like 11.
Fortitude's the thing you're gonna need to.
Yeah, well, my fortitude's 12 right now, so I have a high fortitude. my fortitude, being a little bit of monk and then going back to everything else. I think next level I have double digits in all my reflex saves. Too worried about. My lowest is reflex, and that's 9. So no, I'm not. I would say like if I pass that one, I pass the other one. Hopefully, I pass one. The second one's more
The
important.
darkness actually was what saved you, I think.
Yeah, the darkness.
Makar inadvertently or super.
It was inadvertent.
Is it vertently?
It was intentional.
Yeah.
Wow. He saved your ass, boy.
Yeah, well, it would be the darkness because by the root, you couldn't really target. So, yeah. But you could have waited until I came out of the darkness. And then you could just.
Yeah, then it was everything had kind of calmed down, and I realized that, you don't need to die immediately.
I mean, I think it came to your senses that he is the healer, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you came to your senses? I guess.
I think it came to his senses when he
honestly,
realized you didn't
I
have
think
the
what
scarab.
it was.
I'm sorry. Oh. Tim?
I
Let me
think
go.
he came to his senses when he realized you didn't have the scarab and weren't going to grab it any.
Okay. Go ahead.
That was part of it. But the punch to the face, man, that's what hurt the most.
Well,
Man, that was a ruthless punch.
Pip could handle you digging through his britches, but the punch to the face, man, come on.
But I can
never gets punched in the face too, so
I can
shocked him.
That was the only reason that.
Well, you're short. What am I supposed to go punch? You're short. The thing that comes first is your head. I'm sorry.
Punch, man.
No, I'm sorry.
He's a gnome. The first thing he should have punched was his nose.
Let me tell you something. The strangler hurts. So I don't know why you think you won't get punched in the face by using strangler on me. Like,
I think he used a strangler on me.
Well, you should have broke free and punched him in the face.
I was lying.
That was me.
Oh yeah, you were punching me. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, I was punching you. Yeah. I was, we knocked you out real quick because we had to squash that. But yeah, but I mean, we know.
You were going through his stuff. He tries to stop you. You punch him. Fucking robbery.
Exactly.
No, time out.
Fine.
I was going through her stuff. He cast Phantasmal Strangler on me. Then I punched him in the face. And wasn't I was going to punch him in the face until he did damage to me? That's crazy, man. That's crazy talk.
I'm traveling with a whole bunch of crack addicts.
Yeah, that's crack. Yeah, that's what it is. Give me that crack. Yeah.
I'm traveling with a bunch of meth heads, going through each other's pockets, trying to steal their stash.
Yeah, don't care about his gold or anything else. Doesn't touch it. Yeah, but all in all,
you need your Cyber crack.
Cyber crack. It was a hell of a good session. If I had a favorite session,
yeah, goddamn.
And towards the end, this would probably be one of my favorite scenes that would go down in the book. Yeah,
me too.
So we can look back. And of course, looking at it from Makar's eyes as he's laying down, says, "I don't know what I got myself into. I mean, I guess I'm okay, but these guys are fucking crazy."
I'm not okay. Oh shit.
Makar is just sitting there like, damn, dagger ain't at my throat now. All right.
Yeah.
At any moment, you could be by yourself because we'll be fucking dead, killing each other.
Well, Makar
I'm traveling with a great group of pack animals, carrying all the loot. You got all this shit. You're going to kill each other at least a day out from Volcaminar.
Yeah, maybe. Well, go ahead. What are you saying, Mike?
Well, I can totally see that. I mean, that when he first showed up, I mean, Brock was at his throat,
Yeah.
And then went off and died. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, fucking literally at his throat.
How Makar would be like, okay, man, I'm just hanging in there. Like, yep, I'm going to be rich one of these days when these idiots kill themselves.
Yeah.
And every day that we all survive, we get one day closer to Volcaminar.
But I'm pretty sure he's also impressed. I'm pretty sure Makar is also impressed how we not just fought one group of Dark Elves, but two. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Well, we survived the World of Dark. I mean, that has to be impressive by itself.
Yeah, I mean, how we killed.
We survived before him for however long, he thinks.
But also killing Dark Elves, because he said the Dark Elves are mean as fuck. And I want to see about these Dark Dwarves now.
Those are the ones that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
That brings me to something. I'm surprised do you think we're going to fight? I mean, we've been fighting Dark Elves for a couple more sessions since we've, got past their city. We'll still fight them.
Well, see what happens, Jim. What Jim explains is if you look at it, they were trying to get away from us, and we were actually following them. So
yeah,
we were going that same direction.
We were accidentally hunting them.
Yeah,
we've been chasing them.
Yeah, so it looks like we were chasing them. Yeah, and they were blazing traps and peppering us up, but they didn't realize how much healing we were having. And then all of a sudden they said, "Oh, well, get them here," and then just kill them off. So I don't know if there's gonna be any more because we probably just caught up to the whole group. Fucking
If there are more, there would be a bunch more. I think.
On top of it, now, well, I dress exactly like them.
Oh, yeah,
I'm out
you do?
in front, so they're going to have to question whether they're attacking Dark Elves and their slaves, or whether they're attacking a party of killers.
Well, that's the thing. But now I think the script flips that now you could be running to Dark Dwarves that see you as a fucking Dark Elf right away, what you wear. So that may be a bit more dangerous for you at that point. Like, they're not going to ask you any questions.
Well, I don't really have much. I'm kind of looking forward to tasting Dark Dwarf.
I got the hunger. I'm pretty sure I got the
I'll eat some dwarf.
Dude, it's so cool that we eat our foes. Because when you guys were infected by what
was that fucked up? Yeah, the Wendigo.
The hunger, yeah,
they
the hunger.
The hunger, remember? And so we've been through this. This is almost like a voluntary version of it, I guess.
I guess you're right. It's a voluntary version of the hunger. Yeah. Except you can't. They don't eat it raw. Remember, the hobbits, they ruins it. We start cooking shit like but I mean, yeah, I guess.
Wilder Dark foodies. Oh, that's spectacular.
I mean, it's
Well, you know we're going to open that Fight Your Food restaurant.
Fight Your Food restaurant.
Yeah, Fight Your Food.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still think the reason why Jim, I know he did other stuff, and maybe he didn't think about it. The reason why Jim didn't make the Bahar taste good, because with our group, if the Bahar tastes good, we were hunt Bahar. Been like Bahar been hunting. Like we fought Bahar, like, oh, we kill eating you. We good. So I think he still wants to have that. And they're mean, they taste nasty, they give it indigestion.
The Bahir
Yeah.
He didn't want to see the Bahir Bar and Grill in the middle of Volcano.
Yeah,
this wouldn't have been right. The neon lights and everything wouldn't have fit.
Because, yeah.
I do like how it tastes like terrible. It makes sense because it's just a giant ass predator.
Yeah.
It tastes like shit. Top of the food chain kind of thing. Weren't meant to eat it, but we still fucking ate it. Not them.
Yeah. There is a bit of pride with that.
But that's a good point that, we had the hunger early. Well, it was Bert's character, Brock, and Raz, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had the hunger, and now we're pretty much eating what? Yeah, I guess so.
Just do it, fucking. Yeah, we'll just eat random fucking. Whatever we kill.
Hey, the funny thing is that even if we run out of food, I got create food and water. So I mean, but yeah, I was thinking about memorizing about that. Fucking,
I could do that. Like,
yeah.
The question
Whatever.
is now, do you get to make different kinds of food? Can you make things that you've eaten in the past?
Well, create food and water. It says it's just bland and stuff. So I imagine this
It's
bland
like
food.
Mana.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine it seems like it'd be food, but just bland. I probably still can cook it up and make it taste better, but yeah.
Throw some of those salts in there.
Throw some salts and some spices and whatever else. But I don't know. But I mean, we have plenty of food. We have mushrooms. We always find stuff, so there was no need to really. I mean, if we absolutely go hungry, I guess that becomes a survival thing. I'm waiting to use create food and water.
I mean, the World of Dark is fucking rough, but I mean, it does provide. Especially when you have some people who have skills.
I mean, yeah. Think about it.
So far.
Well, I mean, me taking cooking because I was part of a monk, and I absolutely have you guys appreciate me, being a runt at one time. Of going to World of Dark and using the cooking skills as however I had it. I'm just gonna keep on putting it. I'm just gonna let it go up. I mean, I really have nothing else. No, I have really no other skills. Really, so I'm just gonna keep on adding to cooking. I just want to be like being in World of Dark and cooking stuff. I mean, it's so much. But I mean, like I said, I always go back and say, like, imagine if we didn't have cooking and been in World of Dark, we would have been terrible.
Yeah,
people.
It's just it would be a terrible loss.
Yeah, it would have been different. Hell, it would have had a whole different feel.
Yeah, a whole different feel. Yeah.
Well, I can say from another party that yes, we've eaten rather shitty meals the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That makes your character grumpy.
Craig doesn't really know how to cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I got points in survival.
Oh yeah, and your survival. Yeah.
Since I came from the World of Dark.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of a natural thing for me. This is the first time traveling to the World of Dark, but I was raised out here until I was like 6 or something.
Yeah, so.
And now Throvin's learning the proper preparation of more exotic meat. We can open up like a Sweeney Todd bakery.
We could.
That would be cool.
I always thought that fell into more like the sausage maker.
That's true. I mean, we can get to a point now that if we kill someone, we just take them back and feed the chili back to like if dwarves come in, it's like, oh man, I like some chili. Like fried green tomatoes. I don't know if you guys watched that where they fed the police the guy they were looking for that they murdered. They were feeding the police. He kept on coming in for ribs. They kept eating the guy. Like, oh, can't find this guy. Kept asking questions, and they're like, he come in a couple more times. They eat up all the evidence.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up.
So yeah, I can imagine it does come in handy going back. Dispose of a body, how to properly dispose of a body by eating it.
Tim, somebody just said that they had food blessing from the Princess of Sibenkov Asterix. So
yes,
yes,
we have been for the last few sessions. Now, prior to that, we had Craig handing us raw mushroom.
Craig, I can't wait to meet Craig again.
I know Crag is my favorite fucking NPC in the game.
Yes, I enjoy Crag as well.
Crag is when I meet Crag, I gotta punch him in the stomach. I gotta get him back.
Oh, it's gonna hurt, man. Too.
My fist is gonna
Well,
be
see,
easy like that.
he Crag
Fuck
again is one of Raspip's oldest friends, because he met Crag the same day that he met Brock.
Okay.
So, getting back to Volcaminar, talking to Crag's going to be a fun. I mean, it's going to be depressing, but it's going to be a fun role play.
Well, right now it won't be. Crag's kind of salty. He just wants to get back to Volcaminar. He's in a shitty mood.
That's the thing, the two parties that we're in. You have your party, and we had the party that sort of, at first we were resistant, but then this prophecy of Sabankov that we sort of maybe made up in our head, or of course that when we went to the plane of fire, and of course the higher point of the giant's table, rest the spice alive, something beyond moral favor or a gift for your wife. They renounced that, and that tree that was there, that was from, they knew we were coming, and then we're in the woods, sort of embraced it. So for us, we totally embrace it, but it's like the other group that you have is this fear and loathing. It's like, we don't want to be. We're dark.
The other group is a group of mercenary. We do it for the cash.
Oh, don't worry. We were mercenaries. We were doing it for we're mercenaries.
Oh no, that's the only reason that
that's how we started.
Yeah, that's how we
We
started.
happen
But
to be like a group of co-workers that just go out, make our money. And go back.
Yeah. I can see that.
Well, fellas,
All right. So, do we come to the end?
we're at 58 minutes. Yeah, I think
58
this is the
minutes. We
end
came
of,
to the end.
After Dusk Live. What is this?
How are we at 58 minutes?
We should be only at 50.
51. Are you making up stuff over there?
No, we didn't get on to 91.
I do different calculations.
We start. Yeah, your calculations are 7 minutes in the future. That comes in handy.
It is actually. I'm 10 minutes in the future. So yeah, I got
anyway,
going crazy.
I know we start around 9:01, but you probably started this a little bit earlier. But anyway, it was great. I can't wait for the next session. For those that listen, we're playing one more session. Then for that Easter weekend, we're taking off. So we won't be playing that Easter weekend, but we're coming back after that. So we have one more Sunday. We'll be here. We'll be here next week talking about what happened next time, who we ate, what fights happened. But besides that, I think that comes to the end. So is that it? Anyone else need to say anything else?
That's it. And I've said my piece for this week,
Yep.
Tom. If you want to do closing.
My name is Tommie. I play Throven.
I'm Mike, and I play Raspip.
I'm Matthew, and I play Vrask.
Tim, I'm McCor.
Right. And again, we're going to shout out to Nathan. Again, I want to thank Jim wholeheartedly. Almost, I can't imagine, before we go, I can't imagine what people did without D&D back in the 1960s and 50s. Whatever. I can't imagine what the fuck was going on. I guess real life or something, but I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Jim. Thank you for everyone. I want to appreciate each and every one of you, from Matt and Mike and Tim and Nathan. I enjoy playing with all you guys. There's a lot of role playing going on. I enjoy it a lot. It's so much fun. All right, everyone. I will see you later on, and remember to catch us next week, Thursday at 9 p.m. and all the places that we're at now. Remember to go to our Facebook. Go to Facebook and what do you call it? Add us on Facebook. Go to Spotify. We have
follow us at
Podbean.
D&D 420.
Yeah, follow us at D&D 420. Check it. Take a look and see what Jim and Eric is doing. There's a lot of stuff. But everyone, good night. Have fun. Smoke a lot. Be safe. And
chill
peace.
responsibly.